Hello, everybody. This is Vinnie Tartamella. I used to be the lead designer at McFarlane Toys. I've done a number of different projects. I'm the creator of City of Venus, co-creator of Through the Woods. But today we got a full lineup, so you don't need to hear all that crap. We got Michael Oden.
What's
Hey,
up,
buddy.
guys?
How we doing? We got RT Bear. Finish eating. We got Mike Barron. Hello. We got Luke, Death Metal. Everyone knows him as.
Oh,
And everybody's favorite letterist, Eric Weathers.
Oh, what's up, everybody?
Hey, guys. So, yeah, today we're going to do some showcasing of some cool projects. We're going to get started because I know some of my guests might have to leave early. So, just kind of going to jump into it. Sharing screen. All right. Let me know if there's any problems or any echoes, because sometimes StreamYard has been acting kind of funny lately.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
had some camera issues last night when I was trying to get on Frega's stream. StreamYard was trying to use a camera that I didn't have connected. So yeah, StreamYard's been weird. Yeah.
I know with Chrome they said it's getting worse.
yeah.
See, I was using Firefox. I haven't tried Chrome.
Oh, all right.
God, I hope it's not worse.
But Michael, tell us about your book. What got you started in this? And we'll take it from there.
Well, first, Vinny, I just want to say thank you for having me on here. It was awesome chatting with you the other night on Shay's program. It's always a blast being on there, meet all these super talented people and talk comics.
Mhm.
Dude, no problem.
So Elysian Fields is something that I've kind of had cooking for a long time. This is my first entry into the creative side of this industry. I've done a lot of like reviews, stuff like that for sites like Movie Pilot, Heroic Hollywood. I do freelance writing right now for Up Your Geek, which is a great site. But
Nice.
so this is something that, and I know Luke has heard me talk about this to no end.
It's a good book, man. Talk about that shit.
That's why you're here, buddy.
Mhm.
Anyways, this is something that dates back to like I had this love of mythology instilled in me from when I was a kid. My dad used to read me this copy of the Iliad whenever he'd come home, and that was my bedtime story, and I loved it. And so it instilled in me this love of mythology. And, as I grew up, I surrounded myself with like-minded people who were also nerdy about mythology. We'd get into little discussions, little debates about which one of our favorite mythological heroes would win in fights. And so it kind of just it grew from there, and like eventually I got to a point where I was like, I could make this into something. And I'd say about a few months ago, I was trying to get. I had been trying to really push and try and get into the industry the conventional way by trying to have pitches with certain people, and just kept hitting the wall. And I was like, screw it, I'll make my own damn book.
Mhm.
And I had I had this thing in my head, and I was talking to a buddy of mine, and we started chatting, and I started really putting it together, and then all of a sudden I had a script.
Nice.
That is great.
But yeah, no. So the premise of this book is that it takes place in the underworld. It's a tournament between every single god of death in world mythology. And essentially how it works is each god of death takes a team of champions and monsters from their respective mythologies and puts them in an arena against other cultures to get the title of Lord of the Underworld.
That is cool.
Yeah, thank you.
I like that premise.
And so our story follows Achilles, who in this Zero issue, you see his final battle at Troy, and then he gets brought into this tournament by Hades to fight on his team, and is reluctantly doing so because Hades is giving him the opportunity to grant his greatest desire if they win. And so, Achilles is obviously isn't too jazzed to be in this tournament, but throughout the story, fighting all these people from all these different cultures, really getting a challenge like he never had in his lifetime. really puts him in this whole conflict of the person who he wants to be, which, you know, he comes back when he goes to the underworld, he kind of reunites with Patroclus and everything. And that's what he initially wants, is another chance at life with him. And then, but when he's in this tournament, the potential of getting to fight all these people from across the world really push his skill is something that starts to rear its ugly head as the glory hound he was in life.
Nice, man, dude. Yeah, this sounds great.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's been an absolute blast to write, and Marcelo, our artist, just hit everything out of the park. He's our penciler, inker, and colorist. He does all three of them, and he's done a phenomenal job. And you know, I knew that he was the right person for the job the first time. Like the first character sketch he sent me, I was like, "Yep, okay, that's what we're doing."
Nice.
And
when the team works, it works.
Absolutely. And you know, we're already working on the next book because we got the full funding, and so that's all good. And you know, we'll have the campaign open probably for another month. But because I would like to try and hit 10K. If anyone wants to help with that, it's my birthday this Friday, so big push
tomorrow.
Yeah,
give Michael a birthday gift. Let's do it.
Yeah. So we do have a whole bunch of tiers there. What I will say is those hollow foils are limited at this point. I initially did a whole thing where everyone in the initial campaign got a hollow foil, but I'm only printing 500 of them. So 340, I want to say, have been claimed. So there's 120 of those that'll be left once I get them. The printer has shipped them. They will be here by Tuesday.
Thank you, baby.
And so anybody that orders from here on out will be in the second wave of shipping. We've got a whole bunch of stuff up there. We've got a black and white cut where Vaughn Randall did this beautiful cover. Jim O'Reilly did a pinup for us that he allowed us to use for our standard floppy, which will be like the just basic story. But the hollow foil, if you guys want to get in on that, you need to do it soon, because it's got the beautiful hollow foil cover, and it's got 40 pages of content between a 24-page story and an art gallery.
Hell yeah.
Wait a minute.
I was sold at Greek mythology and then holofoil cover.
Yeah.
And then you showed me the pages and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm in.
And in fact, I have something nice to share with you guys in regards to that holofoil cover, because my printer sent me this lovely set of pictures of them all packed up, ready to ship. So give me 2 seconds and I will.
So the book is done.
Yeah, the book's done.
Perfect.
Yeah, we're literally the printer is sending. He didn't have enough to do the full 500 right away, and so he printed what we needed essentially to fulfill and a little bit extra. And then when essentially we get enough people to warrant that second wave, I'll end the campaign, and then we'll get the next set of books printed and fulfill that wave.
Oh, that's perfect. So if they back the book now, when can they expect the book?
I would say probably early August.
Wow.
Nice.
That's the way to do it, man. Yeah, man. That's why I did it with all my campaigns. I try to make sure that the project is done. So by the time the campaign is finished, boom, I could just start fulfilling.
And that was the whole thing, is that we tried to do that with this book. The people that backed and are in the first wave, the books will be here Tuesday, and I'm going to start shipping. For those that are living a bit local to me, you might get a little bit of surprise and a visit from me personally, hand delivering your book. And
there you go.
Nice.
Front door service.
And
just
then
make sure you have a nice smile.
As long as it's not backdoor service, if you know.
Fair enough.
Oh, I knew somebody was going to go there.
And I've actually got that picture ready to go if you want me to screen share it right now.
Yeah,
the picture of you backdooring someone?
Go.
Wow.
Hold on.
Is it too early?
I mean, it's
Oh wow.
I mean, it's 4:25 here, and whatever. But
Is it
it's
not the
early
right
for you.
crowd? I keep going it back.
Art, you be you. That's why we love you.
Yes, Art.
As dirty as you are.
But yeah, so there we go. We've got those beautiful holofoil covers with the magma pattern on there, and it just looks gorgeous.
That's
Shiny.
Holla!
So as I said, there are only 500 of those that we have that we'll have printed, and a majority of them have already been taken. So if you guys want to get in on that, be sure to do that. And we also have a retailer perk for stores that you'll get 2 of the holofoils and then 8 other copies between the floppy and the black and white cut. And that's at a very reasonable, I think it is $55, and then I do 20 for shipping around.
You got to break this down for me because I'm looking at like the first tier and it says $3 for the floppy.
Yeah,
that's 24 pages.
yes, that's got the 24 pages of story, and then obviously like your credits and everything. So it's I think it's altogether, I think that one's 28 pages. And then once you include like the cover and everything as well. And then the black and white cut is about that is that same length, except it's all in black and white, and the cover will be cardstock.
Okay. Nice. So then the single issue that's $10.
Mm-hmm. And that's for the holofoil.
Okay. Wow.
And then we have our deluxe tiers. Any deluxe tier gets an O'Reilly pinup and a if I can talk today. And obviously a signature from me. I would love to have Marcelo sign it, but he lives in Brazil, and that would be problematic.
Yeah, that's just going to be a little difficult.
It'll just be expensive.
Yeah, this is my first book, and while I'm very happy with what we've done, I don't have the money to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not realistic. But we are very excited for the next book. We have a whole bunch of stuff going on. Kevin Sharp's doing a variant for us. Scott Rosema's doing a variant for us. Ted Lehman's doing a variant for us, and
Nice.
I even I draw a little bit on the side, and I did a little mock-up for a cover, and it turned out pretty good. And so I sent that to Marcelo to ink and color, and if that turns out well, there'll be a creator cover as well. So we've got a lot of stuff planned for the next book. It's going to be a much bigger campaign, and once we're at a point where I can start really sharing stuff, we'll be doing a lot of promotion here in the next few months. But this is a hell of a way to get started. The Zero issue is a fun time. We already sent out our digital tiers, and all of the digital backers have given us extremely positive feedback.
Hell yeah. That's great to hear, buddy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Yeah. Everyone in the chat. Yeah, I didn't say hello before. Like I said, we're kind of moving quick because we were a little bit late. But yeah, guys, jump on this. We got a lot of awesome people who are in the chat. Level 8, we got in here. We got VIP or VP, however they like to say it.
VIP.
Odd Truth.
Vip.
VIP. Yeah, we got a lot of good people here. Andino, he's always
Yeah, he's already starting shit in the chat.
Yeah,
so.
he's all
Oh,
right.
yeah.
He's all right.
He's
What
our
do you
favorite little
mean?
shit stir. Artist muted thing. Jeez. Yeah. Little shit stir doing his thing. Good to see you, Andino.
yeah.
I mean, he's got Caligula in his name, so I'm not surprised.
Right.
I mean, what are you gonna do, right?
Hell, Wookie. Dude, yeah.
Well, dude.
Like I said, we got great people here. So yeah, we got Spike 220.
Screaming
But
from the office, that's dangerous, man.
well, and not if he's got earbuds in, right?
Yeah.
I think we're all right. I'm gonna hit the trailer on this as well.
Yeah, go on ahead.
People, if you aren't sold yet, let's get this trailer going.
There's nothing to worry about as far as copyright in here either.
Hey there, welcome to the Elysian Fields crowdfunding campaign. Thanks for giving us a check out. Elysian Fields started off as just a game between friends. Nerdy kids debating which mythic heroes would win if pitted against each other.
Yikes.
Over the years, as things grew, this became a concept I fixated on, knowing the potential that it could have as a story. Now it's a living, breathing thing. And for it to succeed, I need you. So come check out our Indiegogo campaign and see what you can do to bring Elysian Fields issue 0 to print and beyond. Thank you.
Short to the point.
Wow.
I think it works well.
In and out.
Thanks, man. Hell yeah.
That was the goal.
Just
I know that the one criticism I've heard from people on the video is they wish that I had talked more about the story, but I kind of wanted the showcase of it to be the art, and
Mhm.
you know, if they wanted to figure out what it's about, I have all of that stuff written down there. But I feel like a teaser should tease. It should it should make you want to look at everything and invest that time. So
it's like a bloody appetizer, isn't it? It whets the appetite.
Yeah. I love mythology too. I mean, I love all different genres, and I have like stories that I've been working on, like in everything, including this kind of territory. So I know the excitement that you're getting on this for sure.
Oh, absolutely! We've got the moment that people thought, because a lot of people thought that it was just Greek mythology initially, and then once I actually started talking about it, they're like, "Wait, he's going to be fighting like people from other myths and everything?" And I was like, "Yes." So like Team Hades is going to be Heracles, Theseus, and Achilles. And obviously it's a fantastic team there. I'm really I really like those heroes, but like, you know, the first people that you see in this tournament that Achilles fights are Gilgamesh and Enkidu from the Epic of Gilgamesh. You know, and our next book, they're going to be going up against Team Osiris. They're going to be fighting people from Egyptian myth. And I've got a whole bunch of big plans. Obviously, the big one that everyone's going to be very excited for will be Norse versus Greek, which I do have a very good thing played out.
I think you need some sports jerseys with team whatever on them with numbers.
Maybe
quite partial to the Norse mythology myself.
I certainly won't rule that out, and that might be something that I do for like one of the final campaigns if like we get to the point, if we are able to finish this story the way I'd like to, like that might be a thing where I'll be like, yeah, you guys can get a jersey with like team Hades and you can customize it.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man. Team Hades, you're gonna sell 1 million of those.
Yeah,
they're all gonna beat the death metal hero.
Exactly, and we're really excited. I've got big plans. I'm already about 3/4 way through the script of the next book, and Marcelo's already drawing it. This campaign blew up in a way that I couldn't have even imagined, and I was super grateful. I know Mandy had me on her show and literally kept the stream going till we got funded, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna like blow up."
Well, no shit.
I was super like we raised like $1,200 in the last 12 hours of the campaign, and my jaw hit the floor.
Hell yeah, man. That's a great thing. Very cool. Yeah, thank you, Mandy. That's cool.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Thanks for
Looking
sharing.
forward to it, man. Yeah.
No problem, man. No problem. So yeah, everybody back this book. I think it looks amazing. I'm gonna have to do it too. I think I almost or might have doxed myself for a split second before.
Man, like I've got a window with like tab after tab after tab after tab. It's like that is all it is. It's Indiegogo tabs of all these different campaigns that I want to back, and it's like, all right, when's this one ending? How much time do I have? All right, so I'm juggling all these different campaigns so I can try to get them all.
I did forget to mention three very big things. First of all, any backer gets a thank you email from me with a secret perk. Second big thing is that we are donating 25 copies of the holofoil to the Veterans Special Forces Clinic at Walter Reed. And then the third thing is we do have a support our troops perk where $5 will be donated to a veteran support organization.
That's great, man.
Nice.
Every purchase. I served in the military. My dad was SF. My brother was Airborne Ranger. Grandfather come from a very big military family, and this provided me an opportunity where I would be able to help out brothers in arms and what have you.
Well, thank you for serving.
yes.
I do appreciate
Thank you, man. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I got a ton of respect for anyone who serves too. Yeah,
Grandfather was military for 41 years in the Army. Motor pool. That's where I learned how to swear.
They'll do it there. They will.
Oh yes.
Oh man! All right, so beautiful.
Hades,
So-
you guys, get this thing going. We need Team Hades jerseys. What would the number be though? Like 666?
I don't know if I do a number so much as I would have it be that like everybody. I have like symbols for each of the gods and what have
Oh,
you.
is that like that was
Yeah.
part of your video? Is that what that was?
So the thing that's in our logo is actually like the Greek symbol for Hades. It's been a
Nice.
little bit stylized, but it's essentially his staff of the dead is what
Even
that
better than a number, yeah.
Yeah. So like so what I'd probably do is like for instance when we had like team Odin, I'd probably do like a Valknut or something like that. Something that's definitive and stands for Odin and is a symbol associated with him and his respective lore.
Sure. Are you gonna do Odin on the back in runes?
Maybe it's interesting because I've seen Odin spelled multiple different ways with runes.
Right.
I
Well, it's either Elder Futhark or Younger Futhark. So
yeah, exactly. So I'd probably go figure that out. But you'd have that, and I do know which heroes are going to be in Team Odin, and that's going to be really fun.
awesome.
And then for like Osiris, you probably get an Ankh. And I'm gonna have to get creative with a few of these because like it's going to be like we have Ankau is going to be in there. We're gonna get the Celtic god of the dead, and that's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna have to go do a lot of research on that.
Is Thanatos gonna show up?
Thanatos from Greek mythology? Nah, because the big thing is that everyone associates Hades as the Lord of the Underworld and the Lord of the Dead, even though Thanatos is the Greek god of death. I don't have him.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean,
the only
where Thanos
other
got his name from.
The only other Greek god that really shows up in this story is Charon, the ferryman. Because he's the one that brings the spirits to the arena in the first place, and so like it's very fun to deal with, and I get to play around with a lot of stuff because you've got these beautiful stories from across the world, and it's just a really good time to play, really good thing to play with.
Very cool, man. Oh yeah, and talking about because you said you served and stuff too. Actually, a friend of mine, his brother is in law enforcement, and he's making T-shirts and stuff. So it is Green Gorilla. So go check that out if you can. Yeah, they got websites and stuff too. Yeah, they do great stuff. So just letting people know that as well. But yeah, so I think this project looks great. You got a lot of great ideas. I love that you're already working on issue 2 as well. So yeah, everybody back this. We're going to move on now to Battle Brick Road, since Eric, I think he's going to be the next that has to split in a little while. So we're going to make sure we cover this properly. So my friend, tell us about Battle Brick Road.
What's up, Vinny? Thanks for having me on. Battle Brick Road is a dark sci-fi reimagining of The Wizard of Oz. Dorothy Gale, we call her Thea Gale. She's grown up in this world of dust storms and destitution. The entire Midwest of the United States is this giant desert. She grew up in this place, hard living, Mad Max style. And she gets a message from her dad that says, who's been missing for like 20 years. She says, Dorothy, I'm here. That mythical world you've heard of is real, and this is how you can find it. And when you get here, follow the Yellow Brick Road and you'll find me. And along the way, she has to make some friends of a sniper scarecrow, a deadly Tin Man assassin, a genetic super soldier lion, and she's got her friendly killer badass robot Toto as well. And they go on they go to Oz and they discover that all is not as it seems, or at least not as what she was told growing up, that this utopia was there for people to get out of this dusty land, this Mad Max style land. And she finds that this world has been torn apart by years and years of warfare, and she has to fight her way through that to get to her dad.
Dude, the concept is fucking awesome. Just got to say
you.
that. I mean, yeah. As soon as I saw this and heard about it, yeah, I think it backed it as just like the same day or whatever.
Are you the artist?
Yes, I am.
Terrific.
Thank you. Thank
Eric, you did a gorgeous job with this.
It looks awesome, man. I've seen the campaign everywhere, and it's one of those things that's on my list. I've been playing catch up as best as I can, and book.
We Zeb Hatfield is the writer. We've been tinkering on this for a couple of years, back and forth with script revisions and like how do we want to portray each character and all of that. So we have our versions of them. That's the Scarecrow right there. He's this badass sniper up in the hills and in the trees, hiding, taking out the forces of the Watcher of the East. The Watcher being the witches. They're called the Watchers. They're all AI. These AI constructs each control a sector of Oz, northeast, south, and west, and that's why they've been warned. Sisters fight. But it's been a whole lot of fun getting this thing put together. I am cruising along on pages right now, getting them drawn.
Eric, can you show off that page you showed off yesterday? That thing was killer. You talk about epic as far as scale and scope. This dust cloud, and you got to show them the vehicle in relationship to this.
So this it's so big I can't get it. It's a double page spread, traditionally drawn on keyboard.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, it is.
To show you the scale of the storm, the car, and that chase scene that you see in the beginning.
Crap!
Wow.
Little tiny dot.
Holy shit!
It's
And
all
they're
like a fingernail.
they're heading towards that storm to get away from that, which is chasing them in those first few pages that you see there on the campaign page.
Are they still like on our plane, or is that in Oz?
Yeah, so this is Earth right now. Or I wouldn't say Earth. Everything's on Earth, but yeah, this is the Mad Max world. So this is a big dust storm. It's going to be all. It's at twilight at night, and it's going to be filled with these blues and purples of like a bruised color because it's got the static buildup in the air. So there's going to be lightning strikes going through it. Like when you see those volcanoes from like Iceland, and they have those time-lapse photos of them, and there's lightning all the way through these volcanic eruptions. That's one of the views we're going to go for with that dust storm there. But that's just the opening. We're kicking it off a whole lot different than what the Oz that you're used to.
So the idea is the vehicle has to drive through the storm, and then I don't want to give too much away, and don't answer if you can't. But on the other side of the storm is Oz. Is that right?
No. And in fact,
and don't answer if
I won't answer it. But they're getting into the storm. To their vehicle will enter what's known. You remember in Batman '89 when his vehicle gets all those armor plates that go around it and it just sort of sits there. We have a version of this where they go into the storm and they go into lockdown mode just to try and hide from the pursuers.
Oh, okay, I got
it. That's why they're going into the storm. But you'll see
saying all these great things. Oh man, this looks so cool, man.
Are you penciling this all traditionally, or is that just a 2-page spread for like the campaign?
No, everything's drawn traditionally, which is why we have original pages for sale.
Mad love, brother. Mad love.
I love it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. My current project, that's what I'm doing too, man. I'm doing a ton of traditional pages.
Yeah.
A lot of people thought that I just do digital. I've always started doing traditional work. That's just where I'm at. But I'm
it takes time, but I love it because I've been sitting here shading in dust clouds for like 2 days. But hopefully it pays off in the end. One of the things I want to point out, you've got stretch goals brought up there. Every backer, if you buy a book, you're going to get a bookmark, 2 trading cards. You're going to get a patch, and the book has been we're going to upgrade the quality of the book now that we reached 40K. So that's thicker paper, heavier cover stock, things like that. And all books will come signed by myself and Zeb Hatfield, the writer. We both live in the same town. We've been, like I said, we've been working back and forth on this story for quite a while.
Beautiful.
And at 50K, we're going to throw in an 8-page ash can that is a little miniature story of Toto being a badass that sort of ties into this opening scene here as well.
Mhm.
So that was something we're really looking forward to. It's going to be drawn by 6 a.m. Comics, who's done a whole lot of stuff for
love it,
Oh,
dude.
yeah, Mark does
everybody.
great stuff.
So
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
a
he
good dude.
does.
That's
Just
gonna be
released
beautiful.
a little iOS game on the Apple arcade store. It looks awesome.
Yeah.
Little side
yeah,
scroller thing.
Starfetch.
It looks
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Very, very cool, man. Yeah, he did. He nailed it. Man, yeah, this is great. So yeah, that's the next
Thank
stretch
you.
goal, and
Thank
then
you.
we
Yeah,
have two more to be announced.
2 more. Everybody, there's a camp of either, shave your head, get a mullet, or not. I don't know.
Jesus.
I don't know if I could. If like
No to the
Samson, this might be
mullet.
the source of all my power.
I mean, dude, I totally hear that. I totally hear that.
Yeah,
You know.
exactly. Looking
Mhm.
great.
Yeah. Oh, look at this.
That is
Oh yeah,
Love this, man.
our writer Zeb, his cousin is a sculptor, and like 2-3 weeks ago, I just get this text randomly with this picture. I didn't know it was being made. I just like, oh hey, by the way, here's this badass scarecrow sculpture. This is a prototype. He's like, don't share it, it's a prototype. I'm like, don't share it. Are you kidding me? This thing's amazing.
It's like, you're gonna send me something fucking amazing and I can't talk about it.
Put it up the same second.
I said, okay, he can get mad at me. I'm going to say it's a prototype. But yeah, he just did this on his own. He's a cop, so all the gear should be accurate. I know a lot of that stuff is still placeholder, and the scarecrow that I have designed is a little bit more tattered and worn.
Mhm.
But he's working on it, and if the campaigns do well, we'll see. Maybe we could do something with this.
That would be cool, man.
Statue
Yeah.
or something. So, but
Sure.
that's traditional sculpt there. So
Yeah. I've been tempted because I know a lot of sculptors still coming from that world. So yeah, to see this, it was like, oh, that's cool. But yeah, you got to watch out. You got to make sure those numbers are way higher before you go near this
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Because
Yeah,
it gets
sure.
very expensive to make statues or toys and that kind of thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, but dude, that's badass.
Yeah, it is.
I absolutely
Thank
love
you.
it. And yeah, I mean, these pages. This is still one of my favorite pages. I've already told you that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. That was
so
one of the
cool.
ones in the supplemental book, which is one of the options you can get at the $50 tier or get it as an add-on on any tier. The supplemental book will have a different version of that page and a different version of the second page because Zeb and I had originally envisioned it being more modern in setting. But then I thought, man, this would be so much more cool if it were a little bit more sci-fi, a little bit more Blade Runner. So I changed it. It was like a Land Rover, and I changed it to this hover car
That's
with
cool.
these Star Wars swoop bikes in the background chasing them down.
I dig it too, man.
Just to give it that dark sci-fi edge. I'm thinking, like Blade Runner, but like in the desert. So and then when we go to Oz, it's a complete. Very much like how in the movie it goes from sepia tone, black and white, to color. We're gonna have a similar reveal. Like it's
I'm with Todd's truth. Take my money.
Yeah. Eric already has mine.
Todd. I'll take it. But yeah, man, this has been a passion project for a long time, and we're just really, really excited to get this thing out there to everybody. So,
how many days do you have left on the campaign?
12, I think. I think it finally rolled over to 12 days, less than 2
days.
weeks. I know for sure. Yeah, 12 days. So
not
definitely is something that it's my entire life. I letter full time, and when I'm not doing that, I'm like, how can I make this book better? Like I'm looking at these pages that you've scrolled through, and I'm like, okay, I think I need to change this. I can just add just a little bit extra flair here and there.
Dude,
And
I
we're far enough in it we're far enough that I can still make those adjustments and stuff. So
beautiful, man. Yeah.
Well, Eric, you now have my money too. Back at 822.
Hell yeah.
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate
Very cool,
it.
man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I gotta collect all the patches. I'm putting together a vest where I've got the black and white patch up there, a couple of them, and I need more patches. I got a Death Swarm
You got to
patch
get
coming.
that Flying Fortress patch too. Did you get that?
No, I didn't. All right, I need to get that.
I got it.
One of the cool things.
Patch.
One of the cool things that we're
rub it in, Art. Just rub it in.
I will.
I have my black and white patch over here in the drawer.
Yes.
Show it again. Show it again, Art.
Okay.
There it is.
Mm-hmm. See, I live for this shit. I love this shit. All right. Like, I love the comics because I love to read them, but let me sport this shit when I walk outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, let me, like, fucking Death Sworn. Like, give me T-shirts, give me patches, give me stuff that I can be like, yeah, this is the shit I'm into.
Well,
Where'd you find that? Yeah, it's this.
We've got this great plan for, because right now it's a 4-book series, and this is book 1. This is Operation Zephyr. It's the first 53 pages of the story out of over 200. And with there being 4 books, we've got 4 Watchers, we've got 4 heroes. I consider Dorothy and Toto to be sort of one, even though Toto's a badass all on his own. So is Dorothy, for that matter. But we have this sort of recurring theme of 4s. So every campaign would have a different patch that would correspond to either a Watcher of the book or a hero of the book. So that's something else to consider, to think about, to look forward to.
That's a cool thing for sure. This cover is still like one of my favorites. It's really everything about it, the colors on here, everything just pops perfectly, man.
Thank you. Yeah, that's was drawn by me, colored by the amazing Farah Normaliza.
Yeah, she was doing great work.
Fantastic work, and she's so booked right now. I'm just sitting here waiting. I'm
like,
I
can imagine.
No kidding. My chance.
Is she doing a Peregrine as well?
Yeah, she's currently coloring Peregrine, and I think there's 1 or 2 other books she's going to be working on, and then Battle Brick Road. So I'm trying to see, like, can you at least get this opening scene colored? Because I want to have a little bit more colored stuff to show off.
Yeah,
just because it brings in more interest, you know, in these Western this Western audience that we love so much.
Well, that's because we're used to colored comics. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
We're used to full-blown color. Yeah.
And when is this? What do you think? Like the time frame is on it? Because I don't see it. Just says ships worldwide.
Yeah, we don't have a date here. I'm on track to have all of the line work done by the end of October, mid-November. Currently on track for that, and then however long it takes to get it colored. Hopefully not too long. It's 52 pages. I know that's a mountain of work, but we're planning on getting things out the door in March or April. I have to get everything done by May so that everything's to backers before For the Fans Fest is here.
Right.
Because I want to be able to have it there as well.
Yeah.
So
that's going to be like 2 hours away from me.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of good stuff. I have a lot of good ideas for the Fans Fest, you know, maybe con exclusives and things like that. So I think that's all I'll say in that point. But
wait, where is it going to be held?
Orlando. At least that's the talk so far.
They are. Okay.
Yeah, Orlando. You know,
nice.
Assuming there is an Orlando next year. You know.
I say do it in the middle of the country, but that's because I live in the middle of the country and I don't want to drive.
You're a little biased.
Yeah.
There's talk about us going to Universal Studios Orlando as well. Can you imagine a bunch of Comicsgate knuckleheads just basically trashing an amusement park?
Let's hope.
Seems like we're waiting for trouble.
Drinking all the butterbeer.
Oh
man, that will be fun.
I think the only thing they would trash is if they go over to Disney and then there's the whole Star Wars thing. They might trash that.
Yeah.
Bring spray paint.
Hey, Vinny, I got a jet.
This is not my Star Wars.
Oh, what was
I
that?
got a jet in just a minute, but do you think we could run through the perks real quick?
Yeah, of course.
All right. I'm going to preface this by saying any perk 25 and up, you're going to get a fold-out poster of the cover, no logo or anything, just the cover itself. And every book will come signed, like I said, by Zeb and myself. But to run through the perks real quick, the featured tier, the featured perk is Battle Brick Road Plus Supplemental. I guess I didn't actually explain what supplemental was. It'll have the original 5-page Ashcan that we put together several years ago that is currently black and white. We're going to show it in black and white, and I'm going to get that colored. So you're going to see that in full color. That was sort of the pilot episode, if you will, of this series. So you get to see what our initial ideas were for back then. It was just called Operation Zephyr. Now that's the subtitle for book 1. You're going to get that supplemental book. Has that. It's going to have cut pages. Like I was talking about, page 1 and 2 are completely different now. It's going to have a lot of character designs that we've come through over the years as I've tinkered on what these guys look like, and a big fan art section because we've been getting some awesome fan art from all around. And all of that stuff's going to go in the supplemental book. So that is definitely something you want to add to your order if that tickles your fancy. Obviously, $25 tier, you get the book with poster signed. And then we have the 2-up, if you will, 2 copies of everything. 2 books, 2 supplemental books, 2 posters. And I believe it'll be, if I can fit it all in there, 2 of all the stretch goals too. And then they stair step pretty easily. We have the $100. You can add a sketch. 120. You get the sketch plus the supplemental book and everything else. And then the 2 big ones. I guess 3 big ones. You've got the super fan is getting the book and all of the extras, the sketch and all of that. You're going to get the Battle Brick Road T-shirt in red. That's the only way to get that T-shirt color. If you want a T-shirt now, you can get one from Crypto Fashion, but it's the yellow logo. So the red one is like John Malin does with Graveyard Shift. If I see you wearing that shirt, I owe you a beer. And you're also going to get your name in the book. That tier and higher, you get your name in the book. $300, you can buy an original pencil page, much like the one I just showed you a few minutes ago.
But that page wouldn't be $300.
This one, no. This one probably won't be a part of it because
Oh, I thought you said just like the one I showed you.
Well, I mean original, as in the one I showed you.
Oh, okay. Because I was like $300 for a double page. That's a killer deal.
And
one
then,
page has a tiny vehicle. It's the size of your fingernail, and the other one has all that.
Yeah, it has all the action and all the explosions and stuff. And then the big bad tier is the $500 tier. You get the book and the poster and the supplemental book, the character sketch, the T-shirt, your name in the book. You can scratch out full color Ashcan. We're actually going to be replacing that with something else, which will be revealed at a later date. And you get to be a citizen in Oz. So one of the things is, Dorothy, obviously you're familiar with Munchkin Land. We have our own version of that. They're not little tiny people that are running around. Are they going
to sing?
It's a bit more, how do I put it?
They're Oompa Loompas.
Did you just call them lollipop kids? Are they the lollipop kids?
No, well, the Lollipop Guild is part of the MGM Oz movie, and that would be
well, that's why.
So it's not in the original story.
Kids. I said kids, not guild.
Kids, okay, yeah. Maybe have like I could put a lollipop, like a peppermint, in there, and is that a Lollipop Guild, or is that just a reference to our boy Clint from Sweetcast?
Or the Guild of Assassins, the Lollipop Guild of Assassins.
It could be our Munchkins are mind controlled, and they are aware of what's going on, but they're not in control of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So the Watcher of the East have been enslaved. So if you want to be one of those, you can be a citizen of Oz in that. And that's $500 tiers, and you'll get the page that you were drawn into as well.
That's awesome.
Oh, wow. That is cool.
Yeah,
nice, man.
So that's the campaign as it stands.
Yeah. I'd say definitely go if you're on the fence or something, or I would just grab the featured tier right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one I think I did. I believe I did. But yeah, this project looks amazing. But we'll hit the trailer too real quick.
Sure.
And then we'll let Eric split.
I'll probably be heading out.
Is grown up in a world brought to its knees by drought and monstrous dust storms. Now, a message from her long-lost father will set her on a path through an exotic land. Along with her trusty sidekick Toto, she must befriend a ragtag group of outcasts to endure the many challenges along the way. Battle Brick Road Operation Zephyr is a 52-page graphic novel in the first volume in a 4-part series. From artificial intelligence to genetic manipulation, Battle Brick Road brings an original and multi-layered story to the familiar backdrop of Oz. Back it today and help bring to life this apocalyptically fresh take on the classic American fairy tale. Only on Indiegogo.
Nicely done, brother.
Thank you. Short and sweet to the point, and I got to go because my family will probably be barging in the front door here any second. So,
You got it. Thanks, Eric.
you have me on. It's good to see everybody. Good to meet you guys, and
Eric, good to see
I'll be
you,
around.
man.
You got it,
Battle
bro.
Road.
Later, Eric.
Later.
Take it easy, brother.
I've got to run too. I got to go get in the car and drive off to work.
Yeah, Mike.
Woohoo!
Yeah, you're the first campaign we showed, but yeah, anybody who missed out on that one, check it out after the stream's done. But yeah, definitely back this project as well. We showcased 2 really good ones so far. We got a couple more to go, but yeah, man. He wants to get around 10K, so let's do it for him soon. His birthday, he said, is on Friday. Is that what she said?
Yeah, it is tomorrow. So,
So yeah,
if we hit
Happy
10K by the end of the weekend, I'll see what I can do to do something special for everybody. I don't know if I'll be able to throw in anything extra on this book, but I will probably reveal some stuff from the next book as a thank you. So if we get it by the end of this weekend, I'll also name drop Vinny in the campaign and give him all the credit.
you don't gotta do that. Don't worry about that stuff, man. But yeah, dude. Yeah, Michael's a good guy. Yeah, man. Just support him. Do what you can. His prices are very reasonable. He's got. How many did you say you had of the special cover?
So the hollow foil, we are printing 500. So there are around 140 left of those. I want to say, and
that was starting. That's starting at which price?
That is the single issue is the $10. You'll be getting that hollow foil, right?
So that's amazing. Hollow foil for $10.
Yeah,
Come on, guys. That's a perfect jumping on point.
I call that a bargain.
I wanted this to be a thank you to everybody who got us up and off the ground. And if we somehow manage to not sell all of the hollow foil, I'll probably include whatever I have left on the next campaign, and we'll up the price for that, obviously. But for everybody that was in on this, I wanted to make sure that everybody felt like they got more than their money's worth, and they understood how humbled I was, and everyone in our team is so appreciative towards all the support that we've gotten. And really just thank you guys. Thanks, Vinny, for having me on again. And good seeing everyone. Good meeting you, Art. Good meeting you, Mike. Luke, I'll probably see you on a Sunday.
Oh, I'll see you on Writing Pros, brother. Absolutely.
Cool, man.
All right, bud.
I've been trying to pop on more of those as well. But yeah, dude, thank you, Mike.
Absolutely.
You have a good one.
You do the same. Stay safe. Don't work too hard, guys.
Hey, Loden.
Yeah.
We try here, but I can't help but work nonstop. All right, who wants to go next?
I do. I gotta go.
Oh, you gotta go too. All right, we'll hit Florida Man. All right, Mike. Yeah, give us the rundown on this. Let people know who you are as well, if people aren't familiar with your work.
Well, I broke into comics with my creations Nexus and Badger. I wrote Punisher for 5 years. I've written Flash, Batman, Star Wars, Deadman. But I really prefer to work on my own characters. Florida Man came about because every time I went online, there was another Florida Man story, and it just got to me. And I said, "What? Who is this guy?" And of course, he's thousands of different guys. But I wanted to personify him in one person, Gary Duba. And the pitch was, Gary Duba's having a bad day. There's a snake in his toilet, a rabid raccoon in the yard, and his girl Crystal's in jail for getting naked at a Waffle Hut and licking the manager. So Gary sets off with his best friend Floyd to sell his prize Barry Bonds rookie card to raise the $500 needed for bail, but things get out of hand. It's got gators, it's got invasive species, it's got ladies wrestling, and I guarantee you that not only will you laugh out loud, you're going to push this book on everyone who's around you. It's got stuff in the book I can't tell you. But I guarantee your eyes are going to pop out of your head. Todd Mulrooney is the artist. You're looking at his art right now. If you have a minute, play that trailer. It's only 30 seconds.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, the trailer is the best, man.
All right,
Can't confirm Florida Man is a real thing. I live here.
Seeing the stories. Now, writer Mike Barron and artist Todd Mulrooney are bringing the quintessential Florida Man, Gary Duba, to life. Gary's just a regular guy living in a trailer with his girlfriend Crystal, but he's got dreams, big dreams. He just invented house suspenders that will secure any home to the ground in rough weather. And now he's going to show them off on Piranha Pool, the TV show where venture capitalists and entrepreneurs pony up if they like your pitch. But when his gal Crystal gains notoriety as an infamous amateur wrestler, she quickly advances to the pro circuit where her greatest challenge is an angry Australian grappler. Follow Gary and Crystal on their extraordinary journey from rags to riches. To rags to riches to rags to riches. All while dealing with shady lawyers, toilet snakes, wild gators, cheating hearts, feral hogs, and problem shoppers. Back Florida Man today and reserve your very own copy of the Florida Man graphic novel. We're bringing back funny books, y'all.
Dude, that's great.
That's
I backed it the first week, man. I was so
Thanks, Art.
that. Yeah.
And I'm also from Florida too right now, so I see this all the time.
Yeah, you'll recognize the type. But, you know, it's not just sneering at the Rubes. Gary, in many ways, he's the most admirable character in the book. He's just got a hair-trigger temper and poor judgment. He's got a rap sheet for all sorts of minor petty crimes, brawling in public, resisting arrest, public drunkenness. He's in and out of jail all the time, and he's always scheming how to make a buck. Where's his fortune going to come from? And he gets involved in one crazy scheme after another. A lot of them are based on real Florida Man stories, but some I created up out of the whole cloth. And you know, I can't tell you what's in the book because I want it to be a surprise, but I guarantee you your eyes will pop out of your head.
Yeah, Todd Mulrooney, his storytelling and his characterizations are spot on, man. Like the tone that I've seen visually is perfect for this book.
Yeah, Todd's a terrific artist.
Yeah, this looks like a trip for sure, man. Yeah.
And that's Ben Hennessy on the billboard there. Did you notice?
Yeah.
I thought he looked familiar.
Well,
That's
Ben,
awesome.
You notice the tagline will get you off one way or another.
yeah, dial that number too. Dial that number.
Not cheating. Oh my God. Yeah. This looks like a good one.
This is awesome. I have to have this just because I live here, and I have to have this this Florida Man T-shirt too. So
Yeah, we got T-shirts, we got towels, and a postcard.
Yep.
Yeah,
Lunchbox.
Todd's postcard is a play on the copper
Lunchbox.
tone ad.
Yeah. Yep. Backer 292. So I'm getting the book and the shirt.
There we go. They're the lunch boxes.
Thank you,
'Cause
sir.
That's
Absolutely. I work at my local comic shop here, so I will sport the shirts that I get online. People will ask,
I will.
Cool. Yeah, the
Dots.
beach towel looks cool too.
isn't it?
Nice, man.
It's like a take on the Coppertone Girl, remember? With the little
Yeah.
puppy? Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. Dude, yeah, beautiful job.
Oh, there's a puppy.
Oh, so
Cute dogs always sell comic books.
Nice. That's cool.
There it is.
Beautiful stuff, man. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Let's go over the perks too on this. So what do we got for the featured tier?
Lunchbox, towels, postcards. The digital novel is out because Amazon won't permit us to distribute it without going through Amazon. But you don't need the book. The comic is going to make you laugh out loud, guaranteed.
Cool. Nice, man. Yeah. So here for 50, you get digital, print, 5 postcards. You get a bundle. It's 6 different versions. Is that?
Does that actually ship in a short box or?
I don't
is it
know.
just a-
You'd
okay.
have to ask Chris, who's running this show. Chris put this all together, Chris Brawley. And he put the trailer together, too.
Chris
Great
is Bleeding
trailer.
Fool, right?
Pardon?
Chris is the man behind Bleeding Fool.
That's true.
Nice. That's a
Nice,
great
man.
site. I love that site.
Good stuff. Yeah. So anyone, if you missed this one, jump on it. He's got 38 days. I think you guys are doing pretty well for what you have left too. So yeah, I think this is going to be a very good one. So yeah, if you want good laughs, you want some cool artwork, crazy
I
stories.
love that cover.
Hey,
Good stuff.
Vinny, hit refresh. I think it just went up.
I will.
There you go. Look at that.
Bravo.
Mhm.
We're going to do, it's flying, so we're going to do another one. I have so many stories for this guy. I will never run out of stories. There's a lot of interaction with invasive species like feral hogs, alligators, a lot of gators, of course, and snakes.
Nice, man. Yeah. I used to know a guy back when I was in high school. This guy, he made the rounds like viral videos where he would be like swimming with alligators, turtles, sharks. The guy's name was Manny. He looked like this wild feral guy. He had like, almost like Jesus as well, but more crazy hair.
Did he have scars?
And he was all in Florida as well.
There's a show called Swamp People, which I enjoy. Every Swamp People is the same. These two guys say, well, we got to go get this gator. Yeah, that's a big gator. It's a real threat to the community. So they go and get the gator, and they bait it with a hook with a dead chicken on it. And then they'd go, that gator up here. Get ready to shoot that gator. And they show the guy aiming the gun. They show the gator thrashing around, but they never show him shooting the gator. And I said, well, why is that? People want to see the gator take it between the eyes. Well, the reason is that they have a prohibition on the History Channel of showing animal cruelty. So you can show everything but shooting the gator. Then they show the dead gator being hauled into the boat.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the
man-eater, and it would kill you in a heartbeat? But yeah, we can't show that.
Right.
They can probably show the alligator kill a human, but you can't do it the other way around.
Right.
Speaking of that, recently here somebody, I guess this was recently, last year, year before, some dude robbed a house, tried to get away from the cops through a marsh, like a swamp area, got his ass eaten by a 7-foot gator.
Yeah.
Like literally eaten. They found his leg. And then, of course, they had to shoot the gator, but they deputized it first.
Yeah, that's good. The gator's family would be eligible for benefits.
I'll tell you, the humidity is not a total deterrent for me, but alligators, I don't think I could ever live in Florida. I stayed with a friend. He lived in Hialeah Lakes, and he lived next to a golf course, and we would just see alligators just walking the green, it's insane. They just walk across the street and everything. And then there's signs.
Not give a fuck.
There's signs all over the place that say, do not kill the alligators. I'm like, if I lived in this area, I would be like a vigilante, and I would just go shoot all those alligators because they scare the shit out of me.
Art would be waiting in the bushes with his gun, with his shotgun.
I wouldn't have to hide. They're all over
to shoot a gator on your own property.
Well, I mean, if it's coming after you, obviously. But, I mean, for the most part, they don't give a fuck, but they're not going to go after you unless you're threatening them in some way, shape, or form.
Or
you keep really distance.
Because it's Miami Lakes, so there's all these lakes, and living in California, everything's dry. So you see the lakes, and you're like, oh, this is beautiful. I want to go swimming. And he's like, no, you don't go in that water. So, yeah, they only hurt you when, they'll kill you. If you go in that water, they'll kill you.
You only swim in pools of the ocean here.
The story's been expanded to 64 pages because we expanded the wrestling sequence. And one of the things is if you pitch in at a certain level, you get in the comic. Todd will draw you in the comic. You'll be in the wrestling scene. And somebody already grabbed the perk of being the referee. I mean, we sold the referee. So
probably immediately. That's awesome.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, that's great.
And yeah, people are going to love that. Dude. Yeah, this is great stuff.
Book looks fantastic.
That and Crystal is she's pretty hot. So
yeah. Well,
that doesn't hurt.
The way she becomes a professional wrestler will leave you gasping for breath. I can't describe it here, and you won't believe it when you see it. But she becomes famous overnight.
Very cool, man. Nice, yeah. So yeah, this book's gonna have a lot of surprises, lots of craziness. Loosely based on real events as well, right?
Well, there's the Piranha Pit, and then there's like Shark Tank, that he goes on, it is Piranha Pit, right? That's the show that he
that's what we call it in the book. Piranha Pit doesn't actually appear in this graphic novel. It'll appear in the next one, but there's a lot in this graphic novel that hasn't been discussed at all because we're trying to keep it secret because it's going to make heads explode. I guarantee it's going to make your head explode when you see it.
Excellent. I like that.
Luke is down. So that's cool, man. Yeah, everybody check this one out. Like I said, we had 3 awesome ones in a row now. You know,
did you have a retailer tier, Mike?
Yeah,
we do. We will be offering it to comic book retailers. It's on the page.
That's right. Okay, I'm gonna tell my my LCS about this. See if I mean we are a comic shop in Florida. It seems like a natural fit.
Thank you, sir.
I would think so,
man.
Yeah,
yeah,
that'd be awesome. Very cool, man. Yeah, so beautiful, great stuff. Mike, thank you again.
Thank you for having me on, Vinny.
Dude, a pleasure. Like I said, guys, hit me up anytime too. That's what I'm about. I love the creators. I love people who are passionate about what they're working on. So yeah, we got no problem showcasing people like that. We stay clear of all the drama. This is about the work. This is about having fun and having a good time. So hell yeah.
All right, I gotta go. Thanks for having me on.
Mike, I gotta tell you, I love Nexus, I love Badger, and I love your Punisher run, dude. It was awesome talking to you, man. Thank you.
Take care, Mike.
Absolutely, man. Take it easy.
Very cool. And I guess we got a little
3.
We got a little book here.
That's
called
what I
Black
was
and
going to
White.
say. I was just going to say that, Luke. And then there were 3. The 3 Stooges, the 3 Amigos. Yeah.
Right. Listen, y'all. See, I got the first round. Gonna have to jump in on this second one because.
Show us again.
Yep.
There you go.
Got this dope print. I
know. I wanted this. I had just missed out on it. I backed Art's other project, Chrono Mechanics, and
I can't wait for that.
I need to get this. And you're like, yeah, Vinny, just hit me up. I hit him up. He didn't give me anything, but instead he released a second chance. So I'll take it.
I have the original series to compare to. Art put in the work, y'all.
That's right.
Look at this. Look at this. The original cover here. Look at this. Look at this. Look how amazing Mr. T-Bear is.
I didn't even have to come on this show. Luke, Death Metal Hero, is.
Yeah, but we want
the mail, man. Yeah, let's hear it from the horse's mouth, though. Tell us.
Right. Give us a breakdown for anyone who doesn't know what Black and White is, and why you researched this out of nowhere. Let's find out.
All right. First off, we lost. You guys say in Comicsgate, Art's a legend. No. We lost Joe Sinnott today, and R.I.P. my friend, one of the inking pioneers in the industry. I think he was 90. What is he? 93. I think it was 93, and so he did some brilliant work. Pioneer for all of us. So thank you. I mean, everybody in the comics industry now, we all kind of piggyback off the generations before, and we try to, not only hit the level that they have achieved, but then try to exceed so the next generation can do, go beyond that. So thank you so much, Joe Sinnott, for your work. Godspeed. And so there's that.
This year we lost a lot of good ones. I lost a friend of mine as well, Alan Bellman, another one who was in his 90s, one of the pioneers as well. Yeah, great guy.
I did a documentary, an Alan Bellman documentary. There's footage somewhere that's floating around, and I don't think it's ever seen the light of day. But this was a few years back, Vinny, and I know Wills was there because it was like San Diego Comic-Con, and the documentarians were getting people, throughout Artist Alley, and they were bringing them back to the suite, a hotel across the street, and they had this whole interview section, in the suite, and they were interviewing people and talking about, past, present, and future of comics. And I know they got a bunch of heavy hitters. Like I said, I know that Wills was there because as I was coming in, he was taken off. So I would love to see that, because that dude, the stories and the time that he was doing comic books, crazy.
Oh, he's a trip. I used to love him. Anytime anyone came near my table or whatever, I said, "Did you go and see Did you see Alan yet? He is a legend," because he would introduce himself as that as well. I'm the living legend. And he always had his Captain America gear on, like he had his customized shirt and ties and stuff. Oh, he's actually
War Comics, Captain America, yeah.
Oh yeah, like I said, he was such a great guy. I loved him and his wife. I'd see him at all the shows down here as well. But he's also you'll see a snip of him on one of the Marvel movies. I think it's Endgame. It might be Endgame. If you look on the extras, they start to show some of the fans and stuff. You see him there. He's up in the camera, giving his old punch. Yeah, awesome dude. But yeah, sorry, we got sidetracked.
Yeah, I mean it's a good sidetrack. We gotta pay homage to those guys.
Absolutely. Yeah, and true gentlemen as well. Not just amazing artists, but yeah, just absolute great people.
Great people, yeah. So Black and White Volume 1, Second Chance. We ran a campaign it was about a year ago, and we did exceptionally well. And then we closed it down a little premature because in the early days of Comicsgate stuff, we didn't really know, what these in demand things were going to be. We didn't know, it wasn't really a science, and it's quickly becoming a science. People are figuring these things out. So I did shut it down, and then almost instantly people were like, "Why'd you do this? How do I get a copy?" Things like that. So, time being what it is, and waiting for the right time, we decided this month to come out with the Second Chance for Volume 1. And so the good thing about this campaign is everything is done. Everything's printed. As soon as we get done with the 30 days, we are going into fulfillment. The only exception is I did a new piece of artwork. If you scroll down a little bit, it's the total bot annihilations right there. And oh, thank you. I put this together with Kyle Ritter and thought like a new piece of artwork would define this new campaign. And so we made it into an oversized poster. It's 24 by 36. So it's really good size. Shit. Yeah.
Wow.
We have to figure out how to ship this baby now.
Get those mailing. Make sure it's tubes. Don't go with, I've seen like the square ones, the rectangle ones. Don't go with those. You got to get a nice solid tube.
Okay. Because we usually do, because we have a mail order where we sell prints and things like that. So we have been using the tubes, but I think my wife Pamela had been looking into the triangular shaped boxes.
Yeah, I'm gonna advise. I advise against it. I tried something like that a couple years ago. Those easily get damaged. Easily, yeah. Unless it's like hard cardboard. Don't go with it.
Because they can kind of it's almost like a ramp, like they can run over it easier and squish it.
Is it to like block some tires on a cart? Yeah.
Because the round tubes, especially because we do oversized tubes, like all of our stuff, because my wife is always about quality shipping. So we first started with the smaller tubes, and then you have to kind of, you really have to roll them up and get them in. And then we started testing, like, how hard is it to get the prints out? So we actually product test as well. And so then Pamela's like, let's spend the extra money and get the bigger tubes. So then you don't have to kind of crank them down, like corkscrew them as much to get them in. And then they're easier to get out. And also they're harder to damage because, a smaller tube you can still run over. But if it's significant in size, it's a little tougher to run over with a forklift or a truck or something.
Yeah, because it'll roll out of the way.
Yeah, trust me, it does happen. We had in the Oodles of Doodles and other stuff too, the art book, we had one that was submerged. I don't know how. It wasn't like rain damage. This thing was drenched, like they dropped it in a lake, and I don't know how the hell that happened.
I guess it's a seriously rainy day. Maybe it went to Florida.
Maybe
it got stuck in one of those mail bins, and then it just the rain hit it and just soaked it.
Yeah, maybe it sat in like a puddle of water. But now Pamela, my wife and partner, she ships everything in plastic. So now, it's a little, it's, I mean, if somebody really wants to damage these things, they can. But we try our best to make sure it doesn't go that way. And we use
make them work for that shit.
Which you have to go out of your way to really destroy those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try to be as friendly as possible with the post office. For that reason as well, because if there's a dick working in there, they don't care. They'll chuck things, they'll step on things, they'll drop heavy shit on it. It's crazy.
It's like when you go to a restaurant, you got to be nice to the helper. They're gonna spit in your food. Oh, my wife is in the room, Vinny. She's listening, and she said, "I bring them cookies."
She's smart.
Nice.
I brought the books.
You got good backup there, Art. You got good backup there.
Yeah.
She's a smart cookie.
She is a smart cookie. There you go. So yeah, it's a 54-page book. It's 56 with the credits and the special thanks. There's some of the interior artwork there. It's square bound. It's a graphic novel format. We have upgraded interior paper, upgraded cover stock. This is a beautiful looking book, you guys. And we also have, I already covered the poster, the oversized poster print, but also we're going to use that artwork and we're going to make it into a trading card. So every tier comes with a free trading card based on that artwork. And then there we go right there. That's this is, I think, the coolest aspect to the campaign. We're making available all the original stretch goals. So these are all the original stretch goals with a bit of a twist. So we have the trading card, we have the 3-button set, we have the 2 patches, which we've already showed off. Luke is a big fan of the patches. I am too. Yeah, there they are. And so then we also have the mini print and the 2-sided bookmark, which on one side it says justice can only be, and that's the image of black. You flip it over, it says black and white, and you get to see white there. And then the only real change here is we had a smaller sticker with that set, but we actually ran out of them. So I do remember seeing or getting, the Cyber Frog oversized sticker with the
dude.
And I was like, I got to do one of those. So the Total Bot Annihilation artwork is being made into that sticker right there. Yeah. So that comes with the Killer Bot tier, and you can also get that as an add-on. And so the next thing is we have 3 books in the campaign. So we have the Dynamite version of Black and White with Vampirilla. So this is a commemorative
Has that book shipped yet, the Dynamite Vampirilla cover?
You know what? I do not know, Luke.
Okay, we'll talk about it later. Continue.
I know I have a couple pieces of artwork still. I did a bunch of drawings for that campaign. I'm about halfway through those drawings. But so we're celebrating Black and White's 25th anniversary and Vampirilla's 50th anniversary. So I was so flattered that they asked me to do this. Anytime you can put your characters with other iconic characters, that's a thrill and a half. And so I'm working on, I have the sketch. There you go. Look at that. Black and White.
Looking forward to your cover, dude. Yeah.
There's the EBS cover. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So we may be bringing Black and White into the Green Hornet universe. So I may be doing another one of these covers. I have the sketch done. I just have to get it okayed and start working forward on that. And then, we have the Greg Capullo variant cover, which what's that?
You had.
Yeah, exactly. So we only had like 130 of those left over from the original campaign. I thought it would be enough to go through this whole campaign, but it was not. So you guys have just like cleaned us out. So I think we still have it available in the Killer Bot tier. I think there's 11 left. And I believe that we may have 20 left that we'll bring back later down the line. And so then I was on Adam Post's show, and he was mentioning possibly do a variant of the variant. And at first I thought he was joking. And then Vilnid said in the chat, he was like, do it as a variant like Virgin cover. So I was like, that makes a lot of sense. So you guys speak, we listen. And so now we have the variant of the variant, which is the Virgin cover with no logo or text attached. So we just added that a day or so ago.
Very
you
cool.
have that as well.
Yeah, right there. Bam.
Yes.
For 30, that's a good price. Oh yeah. So wait, this one that's Vampirella Black and White, this is just another variant cover, right?
Right.
On the same book. All right. Nice.
Yeah. It's the commemorative. So I did not do the interiors on the story that's there.
Yeah, it's a Vampirella #1, not Black and White.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. And that's just a poster you brought in, right? The Vampirella Black and White. That's a poster on this art.
No, that right there is the book itself. So actually, Dynamite.
Oh, okay,
Dynamite, agreed to send us a couple copies, so we can make them available on this campaign. Yeah, so that's the actual book itself.
Okay, cool. Yeah, y'all grab that. That's some good shit.
And all this stuff, all these tiers come signed, and they all come with a trading card. And we have the Capullo as an add-on at checkout, and we have all the stretch goal goodies from the original campaign as an add-on as well.
Nice.
So I think let me look at so we're just wrapping up the first 7 days of the campaign. So I'm overwhelmed with the response. This is really, really cool, you guys. So thank you so much for backing and already turning this into a pretty good size hit.
Oh yeah, man, for sure. Like I said, I was happy that you did it because it gave me a chance to grab it. Because again, I wanted it.
Yeah, thank you so much, man. And I do appreciate you having me on, Vinny. It was
dude, you know, anytime, brother, anytime. And when's Chrono Mechanics hitting?
Chrono Mechanics is at the printers right now. We're still hoping. We were told that we were going to get the proofs this week, so we still have a few days. So hopefully the printer will send us the proofs, and once we approve the book, they're actually going to send us a finished book. So it's not like traditional proofs. They're actually going to do a one-off. And so we're going to look it over, and if everything's copacetic, then we'll give them the thumbs up, and hopefully within a week or so, we'll have books in-house. So my wife is a kick-ass individual. When she says she's going to do something, she follows through. So both these campaigns are probably going to be fulfilled at the same time. And like I said, when she says she can do something, she does it. So we're going to be fulfilling Black and White and Chrono about the same time.
I like to hear that because I pretty much I've been doing that now with City of Venus and the Woods.
Yeah, so you're proof that it can be done. We're hoping to get a little bit of a jump on Chrono, actually. So I'm hoping to get those books back first before we end this campaign, because then it'll give us a little bit of a jump. You know what I mean? To get a head start on Chrono.
Of course, absolutely. That's a great thing. So yeah,
and you guys, I'm sorry. Chrono is still in demand right now. We just hit the 45K stretch goal. And do you mind if I go full screen on my camera, Vinny? I have something to share.
Sure. Yeah.
So, oh God, this thing's so heavy. Oh shoot.
Wow.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Holy crap. That's a 1/4 scale.
Yeah. So this is really, really big. And so we did these for the projected animation. So these were maquettes, like animation studies. Yeah. So this thing's like 2 feet tall, and it's almost solid resin. I think it's kind of hollow, but it has foam. And then like a resin outside. Look at that. Like it's kind of a redesigned time pack. I think it looks really cool.
Dude, that is impressive,
man.
Yeah.
So how long ago did you get that made?
This thing right here is probably 25 years old.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, why is this the first time I'm seeing this, Art?
Exactly. What the hell?
Like, what? You're holding out on me, brother.
Because there's layers. There's layers and levels to me.
All right. You keep your mystery then.
And the guy, the trivia is the guy that sculpted this is the same guy that did all the maquettes for the Shrek movie. So I've been to his studio, and he has all the Shrek maquettes around the perimeter on the walls, and it's.
Wait a minute. Awesome. I got a question. You've had that for 25 years. How come you didn't get another casting and get it painted?
You know what? Somebody offered to paint it up. I actually have in storage, I have the other 3 mechanics as well, but they're kind of disassembled. So I have to find like a model builder or something, because I can't really do it, to assemble it and then possibly.
They're everywhere. But what I'd advise is get it molded and cast and do another one. That way you still have the originals, and you could paint the other kind of like prototype version of whatever, so you could keep it around.
You could go to smoothon.com. Yeah, go to smoothon.com and you can get rubber and you can make a mold of them yourself and cast them in resin yourself. You know,
well, can they scale them down? Because Vinny's got like some toy background. Can they scale it down from the original and then do it more as like a like a statuette? You
got to definitely talk to a mold maker. They could let you know. But when I was working at McFarlane, it wasn't that it was scaled down there. They scale them down in China. So like they called them 2-ups because they were double the size.
They scoped them bigger, right? Yeah.
And that was a cool thing because I do remember when I had friends who were still working there when they decided to clean out that whole art studio, and Todd was moving everything to Tempe, Arizona, and they said there were people running into the storage unit just stealing shit, just taking. It was like a free for all. One of my friends got Arnold and his tidy whities because they eventually got the license for Terminator, and they real scanned him, but then they put the clothes on. I don't know why they did it in that process because the real scan you could just put on whatever clothes it is.
Yeah, underwear. Yeah.
It made no sense to me, but so he had that. He goes, I want another ship because this is the only thing I could grab.
That's awesome. Yeah, I might look into that because if I could scale it down, then I could possibly market it. But there's no way you could ship that. Like, I mean, that's already, it's not hollow. I saw him do it. It's like foam. It's like there's like a skin, I guess, a resin skin, and then they fill it with foam somehow. So it is solid, but it's it has a resin like skin on it.
Right.
But it still weighs a ton, man.
Yeah, I knew a guy who he had a process where it was like a roller, like he made it himself. So as he's doing the mold for it, like he's pouring in the material. So as it hardens, it's like he was doing it in layers, so like the inside would be kind of hollow. But then I guess afterwards you could inject it with something else to keep it more solid.
Yeah, I think to keep the integrity, so it has something to push out against, so it doesn't like collapse like an eggshell or something.
Right.
Because it is. Yeah, I would advise going to professional instead of ever doing it yourself because, there's a special skill involved. Because I know there's people, if you don't mix the resin properly, it could leak. So you might have a nice casting. Oh, this is perfect, and then that resin could be
sticky
over time.
Yeah,
you don't want that either.
I have three cases, case because it's big. I have 3 cases, and it's all packed in foam and everything downstairs.
Oh man, dude, I want pictures.
I'll do it. I'll do it just for you, Luke, and I'll put
all right, cool.
Yeah, I'll take some pictures.
Awesome.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, because we had a deal with Kids WB way back when, and we were developing it as animation, and then Warner Brothers is the strangest company. They ended up folding, like they're doing now too. They're just kind of absorbing like other entities, and so Cartoon Network just absorbed Kids WB. So
is that what happened? Okay.
Yeah, apparently, when this happens, if there's anything in development, it just gets shipped, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why. I've heard this story so many times. There's some great properties out there, but they just don't make the grade when either a new head of the studio comes in or there's a change of guard. These things do happen.
Yeah.
And one of the cool things that's happening now is Black and White is being made into an animated cartoon as we speak.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Dude, that's amazing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So that's big news. I showed that off, or I was talking about it on a live stream the other day. So if you guys don't know, I have a YouTube channel. So please go like, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications because Vinny, I didn't even get this notification. So there's stuff like YouTube wise that isn't getting through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've heard that, especially if you're under 1,000 subscribers, it's even more difficult for some reason. It's either if you have huge numbers or really low numbers. And yeah, I don't know. I'm like I think close to 600 subscribers now. So please continue to subscribe, ring the bell, do what you got to do, and share these links out. Because these interviews, absolutely. I mean, I'd love for more people to see them. We've been doing pretty nice numbers anyway, considering I don't have thousands of subscribers. So I do appreciate everyone who comes on here, panel, chat, tons of great people. But
hey, I have to interrupt, Vinny. Hit refresh. You guys are the best, man.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Thanks.
That's right.
Yeah, we're over halfway to 19K, man. If we could round this off at 19K by day's end, holy crap, 7 days, 19K, that's crazy. But the backer numbers are better because that's getting books into people's hands, and that's what I really, really That's the number that excites me. The money just gives you time, right, Vinny? It just gives you time to do your next project.
Yeah.
So
it keeps you supported so you can work.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I hope more people will continue to back this, because that money is going to help me getting to the next hurdle without having to take more and more freelance jobs. Because my last campaign was a hardcover, and I did not hit 6 figures. I made that happen for the fans. You know, let me get that project up. Yeah. So yeah, Through the Woods. This is a hardcover book. This is 100 pages. This is the campaign that everybody wanted, because it was my very first my first campaign. It was a 3-issue floppy. Not many people knew who I was. I didn't know anything about what to ask for, and I heard bad advice. So after that was done, I fulfilled it immediately. People loved how quickly I did it, and then I just kind of snowballed from there. But when more people were looking at City of Venus, they wanted to see what my other campaigns were, and they saw Through the Woods. What is this? So a lot of people like, how do I get my hands on it? I want a copy. So I decided I'll do like a soft cover, trade paperback, and we hit like 10K within the first week, not even. And I was like, oh wow. So I did some numbers, and I said, I think I could do a hardcover on this for a stretch goal, and we hit that immediately as well. So it cut kind of close on top of it, not gonna lie, but like I'm seeing profit now. But yeah, the more support on this, I thank you guys. Like I said, this, when it's gone, it's gone. I'm not going back to print with it. So if you want a beautiful hardcover book, and it's oversized too. This is more of like a European format, just so everybody knows. I'll do this.
That means it's going to look real damn good on my shelf.
Yeah, we got a hardcover size next to my head. This is a very big book. It's beautiful. It has all the bells and whistles that you could imagine. Nice. If you do get a drawing tier, I do it on the inside of the book. So
those drawings are awesome. You were showing those. Oh, there's one right there.
Oh, gorgeous, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Yeah. So, like I said, I go above and beyond with all these beautiful, rich colors.
Those colors. Yeah, man. Like, look how deep and rich. Gorgeous.
And in person, like, camera doesn't do it justice. In person, these things are just, it's mind blowing. So this is the highest paper quality. Yeah, it's the highest paper quality you can find as well. I go above and beyond for everybody. That's why I always hashtag fans first, because coming into this, that's what it's all about for me, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. I'm going to keep raising the bar. Like I said, the better I do, the more cool stuff everyone's going to get. That's just how I've been with all these projects. I did have, like, the ash can was a gift for the first 60-day backers, but people wanted it so much, I made it available. So if you want to purchase it as well, if you missed out on it, you get it by itself, or you can do the combo pack, which is down here for $55. The book itself is $40. Again, hardcover book at that quality. It's bigger as well. That price is a steal, $40. So
but you might as well go for the ash can. What?
I was going to say, when you see Vinny's name attached to something, you know it's quality, man. There's no cheaping out on this stuff.
I appreciate that.
Not only are you a machine and you get things done, but it's also the highest level, man. I've never seen somebody so consistently put out this kind of level of quality. So hats off to you, Vinny.
I really appreciate that, especially coming from you. I've always been like that. I put my all into it. I want to make sure people get quality, and they see it the same way that how I work on it. So that's why I've been doing real quick too. I'll show you why I've been doing the glossy finishes on my floppies, because it's the same deal. It's kind of how I see it while I'm working on it. And I want people to get that same. All right, the middle one. This isn't glossy because it was a different printer, but the Volume 2 art book, it is. So yeah, and like I said, the print quality on these are just it's on another level.
Sweet.
Speaking of which, yeah, City of Venus. You can get all 3 of these books on this campaign. So wait, I'm full screen. People can't even see it. Yeah, on this campaign, you could definitely get them all. I did some add-on tiers. So like if you want to get the featured tier, which has City of Venus, this is my futuristic book. It's sci-fi. I did everything on here, every piece of artwork, the writing. I put the whole thing together. There's one name on this, so it's very gratifying to get something.
One-man army.
Yeah, and let me tell you, this stuff was not easy to do, but everyone's been loving it. The next one is coming after my pirate book. Let me show you some of the interior as well. But yeah, like,
have you showed off the pirate book yet?
Little.
You did on Writing Pros.
Yeah, yeah. Luke saw some of it.
I saw some of it too. It looks gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, and in the back of Through the Woods, I actually have you see a full page teaser for that particular book. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll show them before I close out here as well, because I've been doing a lot more work. And yeah, it's a lot of work to do, but
cranking it out, man.
Yeah,
like
I'm amazing. Sure everybody gets just a really epic journey. You know, like I said, beautiful locations, lots of violence, betrayal, everything you need in a good pirate story. You're gonna get the wenches. You're gonna get all that good stuff. We got all kinds of booty because everybody loves that.
You're talking about gold.
I mean, it writes itself.
Right?
Yeah.
Not booty.
Can't it be both?
We have a little bit of both in well, you see my work. I make sure to bring the cheesecake, almost everything that I do, just because it's fun, and people love it. So the other thing too, City of Venus on this campaign, this is the place to get all my floppies, but I'm also throwing a couple of original artwork pieces on here as well. So I have a Daenerys piece from Game of Thrones. I have a Superman that's up right now as well. You can see them here. So yeah, these are like, when they go, they're gone. I'll replace them with other cool pieces, original artwork, if you guys want to check it out. But because I figured since a lot of conventions aren't really happening anymore, I might as well give that option. So yeah, I tacked it onto this campaign, and I think I'm going to be putting my that kid book like a second chance, because I do have a box of them still, so I'm going to count them up, and when they're gone, they're gone. But
nice.
It is Halloween themed. So if you guys haven't seen this one, I know this is crazy. It's like I just have so many books and projects.
Man, you got all kinds of work, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. And this one was done in like a totally kind of Disney flavor. So if you guys are like into like that Pixar type of stuff,
wow, that looks nice.
Yeah, and my brother Frank, he wrote this. It's all in rhyme. This is straight up a kid's story, but everyone else has been picking it up. They've been enjoying it as well. They said it's one of those things that it's fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a fun little story for kids.
So that's exactly available, or they can pick it up now.
Well, I'm going to be putting it up soon. This is a Halloween themed book, so I'll probably maybe at the start of August. I think this one will go up, and I'll put some pages on, and I'll do an update and all that. But because at least I want to have one place that has like all my floppies, so you're going to be able to get 4 different floppies all in one shot if you'd like. So I'll be setting that up. I'll be setting up pretty soon. Like I said, I had 5 campaigns this year. 5, all fulfilled. I've been a beast. So yeah, if you guys, if you just give me a little bit of patience, the pirate book is coming. Half of it's already completed. Then City of Venus 2. Then I have another project with my brother Frank, which is really cool. Man. It's one shot, but it's going to be very worth it. And
man, you might be one of the hardest working dudes in CG, man.
Oh yeah,
like, you just crank. I mean, prolific at least. I mean, damn, son, that's awesome.
Thank you, man. Because that's it's all about the quality. It's all about getting the stuff out there for people. I don't have time for fights and drama and all that nonsense. I don't know how anybody does, but I'm in it for the comics. I'm in it to have fun with people and get cool stuff out there. I'm a storyteller, you know, and that's what I want to show, because all different genres. So if you don't like this one, maybe you like the next one, or maybe you like them all. But I'm going to give people a different flavor each time. and we're gonna have a good time with all of this. So yeah, all support is appreciated more than you know. I have done a number of stuff for other people in CG as well.
I saw the Charlie's London. The little tramp. Yeah, the cover that you did. That thing's awesome, man. Really nice.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I put a whole lot of work into that as well. He was one of my heroes as a kid, and yeah, it's too cool. I did stuff for Clint for Downcast 2. Some artwork on that campaign. I did the cover to Sunsworn, which is Red Gaze's
book. You did.
Yeah, he did the novel.
Did they do the audio book level yet? Because that's how I get my novels in.
He's getting close to it. Let me see. I'm going to pull that up. Where is Red Gaze?
That's awesome.
Yeah,
dude. I like.
Yeah, Red is awesome. Yeah. Oh, I have original artwork on that tier as well. So, he's getting close to it. Yeah, he's over 13,000 on it. So yeah, this is the cover I did for Sunsworn. This is your replacement for Star Wars. So if you guys want a really cool novel, and that's why I helped with these characters and a lot of the artwork that you're going to see in the campaign. Carla Tornielli, she did the cover to the art compendium. So it's not just the novel. You're going to get something that has like a whole bunch of different artwork. Narwhal also did some stuff on here.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah, this is one of my originals that's still for sale on this campaign. Actually, where the hell did I put? Oh,
damn, dude.
Yeah. So if you guys want to see it in person, well, close to it. Yeah. So this one is one of the few. This is one of the few that I've actually done traditional colors on as well. And this started out with like these water-based markers. I was like messing around with it, and then I put like on top afterwards.
So, nice. Okay. Yeah.
Just to get like a really clean feel. And I was playing with different styles, but this piece is still available. So if you want to jump on that, please do. I had 2 others that sold out. But yeah, and Red's a great dude as well. So yeah, check this one out. And you can even read, I think the first 3 chapters on this one. Yeah, if you hit like the link, and he also has the first or part of the first chapter, the audio for that on his YouTube. So check it out. I think there's a link somewhere in the campaign as well. But yeah, this is another great project. So yeah, jump on that. So yeah, I think we hit everything and then some.
Can I add one more thing? We are. Oh, thank you. We are going to be adding original artwork to the site. So the Black and White Second Chance. This is issue 3's cover. So we're going to be offering some artwork from the original 1994 Black and White run. So this is the first appearance of Black, aka Reed Blackett, aka Black. And the cool thing about at least my original artwork is there's always doodles on the back because I use the light box. So I'm working out like you can't really. Oh, there. Wait, where is it? Yeah, you can kind of see some of the details here.
Oh, there's a hand.
Yeah, and a forearm.
Yeah. So the thing is, like Vinny knows, like if you can flop the image, you can see it like in a new light. And so the light box, a lot of us old timers would do that. You know, we would just flip these things over and draw on the back so you can see them and correct it on the back.
Exactly. Yeah, it's good to Yeah, because artists, we get that tunnel vision sometimes, and you want to make sure you're looking at something with fresh eyes. So if you mirror it, it's usually, you'll see if there's a problem or something's a little bit off. So
it's like a picture with my phone and then flip it, flip the image on my phone,
You could.
Well, you know how the, like I watched Jim Lee draw in the early days when we used to hang out in the studios together.
Yeah.
And he would draw, it'd be like this. So, usually there's your lamp right here in front of your drawing board. So he'd draw, and then he would flip it and hold it up to the light, look at it, then come fix it, hold it up to the light.
Okay.
You know what? He did it so fast, like it seems like it's crazy, But
wow.
he would just boom, 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 just draw. Whenever he got into a bind, you know what I mean. I mean, he didn't do it all the time, but whenever he got into a jam, he just bop, 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 and I was like, holy crap!
I used to do that on these windows in Florida because there's a lot of those sliding glass doors. I used to do that. I used to take it over there and because I didn't have a light box.
Well, you know, it works.
My first light box, Vinny, because most artists start out very, very poor. In the day when I was young, they had like these. What do they call them? They were stereo cabinets, but they would all like be different like pieces. You'd have your amp, you'd have your tuner, you'd have your your tape player, whatever. And so those had like a glass door, like a big glass door on them. So I was like, I need a light box. So I got cinder blocks, and I just, because it's big, I put it across the cinder blocks. So on my couch in my apartment, I just had the lamp, and I put the lamp underneath, and I hold it with my feet, and I just draw on this thing.
Nice. Hey, we got to make do, right?
Yeah.
DIY up in this motherfucker, right?
Yeah. And life is now a lot better because, you can get these things.
Wait, what do you got there?
It's a light box.
What? Is that holy hell?
Yeah.
I mean, did you make that or did you buy that?
No, I bought it. Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. It's real portable. And so what I do is sometimes I'll draw on the live stream, but I'll put it right here. So it's like a drawing board, and I can talk right to to people, so I can just like work. And then I can hold things up, like say I'm working on this. And I just,
Where'd you get something like that?
God damn. You did that on purpose.
Yeah, I think we got this at Art Supply Warehouse in Westminster. It's in California. I'm sure that you could get them anywhere. Oh, they'll ship. So they do have an online store. My wife's helping me out. So it's called Art Supply Warehouse, and they do have an online store.
I'm gonna have to check that out. That way I could keep some original pencils and inks.
They're really lightweight,
right?
And to be honest, what is his name? Matthew. I can't remember his last name now. But there are artists that will bring those to conventions. Because I guess they're kind of the way they've trained themselves to draw is kind of flipping them back and forth, kind of thing. Right. And so I've actually seen people they make them smaller too. They bring them to conventions and they use those not only as a lap board, but then they can, use them as a light box as well.
So it is sturdy enough to use as a lap board.
Oh yeah.
All right, cool. Because it's thin, and there's got to be like strips of LEDs in there. I was curious about the housing and how sturdy.
Yeah, it's like what is that plastic? I forget that kind of plastic. So it's like 2 layers of plastic.
Like the ABS plastic or something like that.
Yeah, it's really pretty sturdy. I imagine if I dropped that, it wouldn't. It might chip a little bit or fray on the ends, but it's not going to really hurt it.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, cool. I've got a light table, like one of those old like cast iron light tables from like the 60s, in my work trailer at my mom's house. A friend of mine gave it to me because the graphic design place he was working at was going out of business.
Yeah, I still have mine, and they're like neon tubes, right? So you got to hold the button until they all light up, and it takes
the glass on that thing is like that thick.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Jeez.
I can't bear to part with it though. It's just like it's a piece of like history, I'll use it eventually. Anyway, it's a good work table if nothing else.
Very cool. All right, guys. So I think that was a pretty good show. We did an hour and almost 45 minutes. So thank you, everyone. I really appreciate it. I do got to go myself now, but tune in. Go check out Art's YouTube channel as well. Please make sure to subscribe to all of our channels and keep spreading the love out there. We've been busting our ass for you guys to tell great stories as well. All the support is always appreciated. Keep your eye out for more cool stuff because it's coming.
There's always somebody coming up with something new and awesome in this network, man. We got so many awesome creative people. It's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, and don't forget, tune into to Shay's channel, the Red Valkyrie. Especially on Sundays, she does like the gets a bunch of writers on, and when we talk about different topics. I'm trying to get in there more. You know, I missed a lot of them, Luke, by the way, because every time I went over, the room was full. So it's like, how am I supposed to get on? The last time I popped on, it's because, like, oh, there's one spot open.
Hell yeah, man. I mean, just keep looking. I mean, she usually lets us know when, you know, what the topic is and like when. So, you know, reserve your spot early.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I'm juggling a bunch of stuff all the time. So,
of course you are, man.
When I see it, then I try to jump on it. But otherwise,
it's always fun to have you on, dude. It's always fun to talk to you.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm looking to do more of them, but again, it's work-wise. There's a lot going on. I've been doing little master classes on my YouTube channel as well. So
they're good stuff,
I have
man.
How to Draw the Booty was the first one. I had
ass titty.
The second one was the anatomy on the arms, some torso in there as well. It was kind of quick near the end, but yeah, take a look at those. If you guys love more of them, I'll do more of them. But yeah, drop some comments. Give me some heads up of what you'd like to see, and yeah, I'll try to squeeze some time and make some more of those. So yeah, thanks everybody. Remember, kick ass while you create, but be kind to one another. Later.
Yeah. Take care, guys.